like the melting pot.
If you all have questions, now it's your turn. We're getting Weaver? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, let's maybe from the recording. If anybody wants to ask any questions, comments, anything.
No, I think I'm better.
Don't worry about it.
Don't do that.
Okay.
That was probably.
Do you have any questions? I will try to answer with my 100 words in English.
When you started to work together and started to put the dance form with the music that you heard, when you started to collaborate the dance form with the music, was there any question as far as would you do this or to change the music, or did you always make the dance form work with the music that you heard?
Yeah, a small thing before I start working with the dancers, because how Paquito said, he created three different parts, 3 different pieces, and the piece that starts now, we're supposed to be the second part, isn't it?
I asked him today if he studied music, if he was a musician before he was a dancer, because it showed that he had very good ears and very good music taste, haciendo un. Because when I sent the 3 movements, the first one was Ladies in White, was kind of sad piece and all that, and he asked me to invert the order of the pieces and now work better, because it started in a very happy way, which is the Cuban dance song, and then the second one is Ladies in White, which is a calm adagio throughout the end. So he's a very musical person. He doesn't look Brazilian.
And I think it was supposed to be 3 different pieces, and I asked him to do just one, just one.
It was like 3 movements, but it's just
Yes.
he played one movement.
Wait.
27 minutes of music and dance.
And when I'm outside watching and recording for archives, well, the process is going on, but when you see that what Rodrigo's done, it's really seamless, the way he integrates all the dancers on and off, and how you get a sense of people in movement going somewhere, and then something like a duet for Logan and Durrell emerges, but then it's swept up, it just goes on into something else, and right where you heard the music end, 2 people are left on stage and something else starts to happen. So it's quite beautiful, and I think it's going to be more interesting than having separate movements to have this as a continuous dance. Someone in the back.
Can I ask Rodrigo, how explicit of a narrative does he choreograph?
Do you use a narrative to choreograph?
No, I never use narrative. I don't know. It's my own way to think dance. I don't think dance is a kind of art to be narrative. Even when narrative, it's not. Because in classic ballet, for example, I don't know, you're so beautiful, I want to marry you, and Ranjit is absolutely abstract. So, no, I never count in story, things like that. Have a first idea and try to work with sentiments, with sensations, sensations. And when it's possible to create some emotion it's difficult. It's not it's very how I say unusual. Yeah, when you really can create emotion for the building. It's not usual, but I try to work with emotions. All of this.
You know who's got the same philosophy in music? Leonard Bernstein. Leonard Bernstein had the same philosophy in music. He said that music is never, this is very radical thing to say, especially the first time you hear that. But I heard him say that in a documentary when he played for a group of people, I think it wasn't Wagner music. I said, what that, some Wagner sounding music from the movies. And I said, what is this inspiring you? What do you think you are watching in the screen? And then people say, well, I think these are the Vikings attacking and that. No, I think it was when Hitler attacked France and all that. I say, yeah, well, it was Superman. You know, well, Superman was flying on top. So that he means in that opportunity that music is self-contained. It's an expression by itself. The same thing that the philosophy you have with dance. So it's just a commentary.
I have a question about when you said like you first have an idea, and I was to start creating a piece, and I was wondering if like how that idea, does that have a usual way of coming? Does it usually come from music and a feeling and a movement, or does it come from a vision in your like a visual like idea, or well, how does it? How do your do they like your first thought? How does it manifest itself?
Da onde que vem a primeira ideia? Vem da música, tem uma imagem que tem na mente, tem...
It depends. It depends. Each word is, but it's true. It's absolutely different the other one. Sometimes I read something, it stay in my head for years and years and years, and one day come back. You know, sometimes. For example, the second ballet en photo, the idea was not mine, was from Caetano Veloso. He was talking to me, let's talk about it depends. Sometimes something, small things, you know, something you see on the streets, you know, one person can give you, I don't believe to create a piece of art, a big or doesn't matter. You need to have a very deep idea or a very impressive. You know, art we can do. It doesn't matter from where. You know, we don't need to be I don't know niche to. You know.
But you do need time, space, and people.
Yes, of course.
And music.
Yes.
And you need a sense of composition and form. However, whether you create the form yourself, but in order to make it more tangible for those participating as the audience, just as Paquito has to decide how many bars and what the rhythm, like you said, it's coming out of Afro-Cuban, or, I mean, in dance. We often see people doing things that feel good, and there's, you know, it's all over the place. It's like making a loaf of bread with every ingredient in the kitchen. But you choose. It's about making choices and being specific.
For making those choices, you need an immense talent at the end. That's right.
For making those choices, you need an immense talent, which you have.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
How much, I love the movements, how much was that influenced by Paquito's music?
How much? What?
O movimento que eles mostraram, quanto foi a influência da música dele no movimento que você criou?
The music it's influenced me all the time. I always work from a music, ready music, even if I work or not with the composer. You know, I need the music to work.
So the movements come from music?
Come from music, always, always, always.
Thank you.
Now you can take credit for the choreography too. I was teasing Paquito when he told me the scenarios for the 3 movements, and we hadn't even started with Rodrigo. I said, oh, you're going to choreograph it too. But see, now you can take credit for part of the choreography. We're influencing it. Anyone else? So we should wrap up. I do want to mention that if any of you can, we are having an event on January 19th. Paquito and his group will be playing live. We'll be at the Manhattan Movement Arts Center, and it will be a chance to see the completed dance, not produced yet, with costumes and lights, but with the full choreography and music. And if you go to our website, I think we have something outside too, I'm not sure.
It's in the program.
It's in the
This is January what?
19th.
That's good to know.
And,
She has a question.
yeah,
I don't know if you mentioned this before, but when is the dance to be, is it to be produced in New York City or where?
we're going to be doing what we're calling a preview performance at the Tillis Center on January 22nd, because we are collaborating with them to put the whole piece in production with costumes and lighting. But the actual official premiere is going to be in June at the Joyce Theater. I think it's the week of June 19th. And we'll also be doing it at Summer Stage Central Park on June 30th, July 1. And that will also, those 2 performances will have live music as well. There'll be lots of preview performances before the premiere.
Good, that was good.
So, we need to. I want to thank our 2 fantastic guests and all of you for coming.
My pleasure.